Geçtiğimiz yollara bak
Good
ya.
morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your
Büyücü
ordinary
personel
wizarding
seçme sınavı.
exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Şimdi git o kitap ya.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Geliyorum hocam.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio.
Revelio.
Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Ne? Gidiyor musun yolda be? Anlıyorum. Sayfa toplayacağız, kitap toplayacağız.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities.
Bunu gündüz toplar, akşam yayında topladığım şeylerle oynarız artık.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Revelio.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue
Bizden
flames
kaçmaz.
to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Zaten ya. Bunları toplayacağız şimdi. Hadi gidelim. Seyahat yerleri. Açık dünyaya gitmek istiyorum ya. Açık dünya.
And here we are.
Bizi
Quite
serbest
the time
bıraksınlar.
saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Astrologumuzu yaptık.
Anywhere in the
Hadi
castle
bakalım.
quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Thank you, Professor
Teşekkürler
Weasley.
profesör.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
You did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Hocam.
Good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was
I
hoping
see.
our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Hadi bakalım.
Revelio.
Lazım olur bunlar. Giremiyorum.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Leviosa.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent. As Master Pruitt.
Levioso.
Good. Now, well done.
Hadi bakalım, bunu da öğrendik.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso. Lucky. Nothing lucky about it. Good forward. I know.
Class, I hope you're paying attention. That is how you cast Leviosa.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Not bad for a beginner.
Biz bir işi böyle
You
yaparız.
give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
Ya
If
bunlar
what I
bizim
see
işimiz ya.
today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different
Mert, hoş
kettle
geldin.
of Grindylows
Nasılsın?
entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
You drew
Selam.
Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Teşekkür ederim.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something.
İyi ya, ne yapsın?
Everyone will be talking about it.
It was
Haydi
certainly
Potter'a
practice.
başladık.
Practice. It
Hogwarts.
felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian
Güzel
Sallow,
akıyor ya valla.
didn't
Eğlenceli
expect
gidiyor.
a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again,
Bu yayını şey açacağım işte,
perhaps
yarın
this
YouTube falan
wasn't your
açacağım.
first
Düzen falan
duel.
yaptıktan sonra.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself
Güzel
lucky I
ya.
held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Lan girsek mi acaba? Gir ya,
Exclusive
aman.
and
Macera olsun.
unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was nice
Yo,
about you.
8'de açtım. 8.30'da açacaktım aslında da 8'de açtım.
You're going to need
Yani
to break
bugün
the
erken
rules now and then.
erken
Whether
bitti
it's
işim.
joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in
Yetişemiyorum
mind.
normalde 8'e de. Bugün yetiştim
Pleasure
yani.
chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned. We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time. Revelio.
Evet, güzel. Şeyin işte ya, bu Anonymous var ya, çeviri var ya onun. Ama kasıyor gibi ya oyun sanki. Niye böyle takılma olduğunu anlamadım.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
Bu sistemde de kasmazsın ya. Ben ne alayım sana yani? Ne takayım sana daha?
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin?
Başlayalım hocam.
Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone?
Büyüleri bir an önce öğrenelim de artık şu maceraya atılalım ya.
I am
Voldemort falan geliyor muydu bu
too
oyunda?
late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a
Yoksa bu
toll
daha
on
öncesini
you.
anlatıyordu herhalde hikayede de.
By the looks of it, you all spent your
Orada var mı
holidays
acaba?
practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well,
Bu
it seems that we are in
oyun
dire need of review.
mevcut hikayenin geçmişini anlatıyor diye biliyorum ben. Hatırlamıyorum şimdi de öyle hatırlıyorum yani. Okudum ilk şeyinde. Bu yayına girmeden önce bakmadım da. Normal Harry Potter evreninin geçmişini anlatıyor olması lazım.
Akio.
Oo, hadi bakalım. Hırsız büyüsü.
You are a swift learner.
Cepçilik büyüsü
I see a
resmen.
lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Allah Allah. Şey yok o zaman. İyi kötü. Hikaye yön veremiyorsun galiba o zaman. Karakter gelişiminde.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Bu yayınları şey açacağım ya, YouTube açacağım ya, bu chat'i ekrana versem mi acaba ya? Bir köşede görünse mi, yoksa hiç görünmese, sadece oyunda kamera mı olsa?
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, happens to the best of us.
Ne yapıyoruz? Nerede duracak mı?
Excellent. Don't lose your composure.
Oraya yapıyoruz mu? Çekeceğiz yani.
Very good. Stay focused.
Ha, orada şeyde bırakacağız.
Very
Tamam.
good.
Ya,
Points
anladım
to
ama.
Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a
Öyle miydi
treat?
ya? O en mavi taraftan mı bırakacak acaba? Hepsini çektim, oraya getirdim.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp.
Evet.
There we go.
Akio.
Aaa, ucunda git lan git.
That's it.
Here we go.
Tam sarının ucuna bırakmak lazım galiba. Güzel. Öyleymiş yani.
That's impressive. Watch this.
Ama şimdi çekip öndeki kırmızı düşürmem lazım muhtemelen. O yüzden biraz önde bırakacağım.
That is how it's done.
Şöyle geleyim. Ama şimdi onu kırmızıya da atabilirim. O öne geçer, arkada kalırım. Böyle geleyim, şuna mı atayım ya? Evet.
Not exactly your typical lesson. Not that I mind.
Al bırakmayı unuttum. Ay, bırakmayı unuttum. Hocam baştan ya. Bunu bırakmayı unuttum ya.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Hocam bir şans daha be.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Hadi bakalım.
I'll say.
Enough
Olacak
chatter.
şimdi.
Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let
Hadi
us
oynasana
see.
hadi. Oyun 72 olması lazım Steam'de. Erken bıraktım. 72 ya da 76 gibi bir şey olması lazım.
Here we go. There we go.
Güzel. Böyle.
Nicely done. Be sharp.
Oyna bakalım. Hadi. Bana da... Gel bakalım. Aa, geç bıraktık, geç bıraktık, geç bıraktık. Düşme.
Very good.
Oyunda kaldı. Fotoğraf çek.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Biz böyle bu işi böyle yaparız hocam.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Artistik yapayım mı ya? Neyse.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all
Neyse.
at once.
To put it lightly, I remember
Tekrar
how I
alırsın.
felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Detaylara girmeyelim. Teşekkür
Well,
ederim.
it's been nice
Hızlı hızlı
talking
geçmek için
and competing with you.
uzatmıyorum.
And with you. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting.
Ne demek? Bekletilmedi hocamızın. Kaç yaşında adam.
Of course.
Hocam beni
A
çağırmışsın.
word, if you would.
If you wanted to speak with me, Professor.
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well,
Güzeldi.
an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss
İşimiz
Onai
hocam.
is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Bekliyorum.